Hello and welcome to HRI Utilities with me, Ramit, where as you can see, I will be giving you a little show on TeamSpeak. So this is a critique. I'm going to be talking to you about the problems and the advantages of TeamSpeak. For this video, my guinea pig will be Ramit. Yeah, it will be the iPhone version of me. That's a bit cruel, but yeah, you will be a guest. Can't even say you. Yeah, now you're a guest. So what does this mean? Well, TeamSpeak, if you haven't heard of it already, it's similar to things like Skype, except it's a lot more public. Except if you want to put a password on your server, you can if you want. So first things first. When you first log into TeamSpeak, if I just
Disconnected.
disconnect, I will reconnect to TeamSpeak. You will be given a screen like this. So if you press Ctrl S or you go to connections and connect, you then type in the server address you want to. This will be my server address. You give yourself a nickname. Please keep in mind that there's a way to change this, but right now, so if I wanted to change it to 109, so just connect it to a new tab. This will open a new tab. And there you go, Ramit 109. If I go to self and everything's here, it just has a different name. Normally what it does is it says there's a problem, but yeah. There. So
Channel switched.
TeamSpeak, it's very good, mainly because the audio quality isn't regulated by everyone's internet speeds. The audio quality is definitive. This is the bitrate of the stream, so the higher the bitrate, the better the audio quality. Why is this better than Skype? Well, it auto-regulates the audio quality based on everyone's internet speeds. So it's completely based on whoever has the worst internet speed, that's the quality you get. Whereas here with TeamSpeak, it's completely based on your own internet speed. And if you can't hear someone properly, then it's because of their internet speed, or it's because of yours. If you can't hear anyone properly, then it's your internet speed most likely. If there's just one person who you don't hear completely properly, well then, yes, it'll be their internet connection. So if you go to client connection info, I'm pretty sure an admin cannot do this. Most circumstances, you can find out stuff like server addresses. Yes, I am using same internet as my server. I just am. So what this does is now it shows you in and out of, well, your server. So for example, quota downloaded this month 3 kilobytes. I don't know what I've downloaded. I've downloaded something. Actually no, it was probably the channel icon. Yeah. Uploaded 0 bytes. Yeah, that's all expected. So total, this is everything. Speech. Now this is the bitrate going in and out. So this is the bitrate of people talking in. So if I just go to iRamit here and do this. Okay. Now you can see something. If I just yeah. So as you can see. Yep. So that's long enough. As you could see, there was no bitrate, no problem like that. Well, there was a problem like that. It was just that there were no kilobytes going in and out. Now this is good, because normally with Skype, it's always creating a small amount of internet. It's always using a tiny amount at least once. But here with TeamSpeak, if you're not listening to anything, so if I muted my headphones sounds, yep. Well, have a look. I'm going to talk into my phone. Yeah, you can probably see that, yep, closed. So I can't actually see anything. Nothing's going in, nothing's going out. Now, if you can see it now, it was going up. It's using bandwidth in the minutes. It's using bandwidth in seconds. It's using bandwidth quite a lot. I'm not going to disconnect yet. So, TeamSpeak completely reliant, and it's very little data and information transfer. And that's nice because TeamSpeak is very lightweight. It uses a bit more RAM than you would expect, but well, if you have about 8 gigs of RAM, that'll be nothing for most people. So, now we've got all that done. So now we're moving on to the critique part. What is terrible about TeamSpeak 3? Well, the fact that its community can be really annoying is a problem. Sometimes they're really nice and helpful, but most of the time they're just really annoying and they just don't want to stop being annoying. And they're just, yeah. It's TeamSpeak for crying out loud. What you gonna do about them? They're annoying about that. That and there are some really annoying things that they can do, such as banning forever and then not learning how to unban. Yeah, I might have done that to one of my friends. I figured it out actually, but yeah. Yeah, so TeamSpeak isn't... Its permission system is annoying and fiddly. The advanced one, at least the basic one, is too simple. What I'd say is the advanced permission system is too advanced, and the basic permission system is too basic. I think they need an intermediate level of permissions to just counteract those two. Because the intermediate... I would expect the intermediate to be just like, to be effectively the basic one with a better... Yeah. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, yes. I know, but there are problems with that. But the advantages of TeamSpeak are that they are, well, they have add-ons, and these add-ons can do so many things. And I can't even begin to imagine the things that some of them do. Some of them create a bot in every channel. You activate the plugin, well, it's an add-on. You activate the add-on, it creates a bot in every channel, or any channel you want. And it just automatically does stuff. It's like a moderator. It's like an operator, but that doesn't need any talking to. It's effectively me, a cyborg. May as well be a cyborg. Probably more effective as well, because it really doesn't have a brain sometimes. Yeah, sorry about that, TeamSpeak. But then, there are certain problems with add-ons, as in, they can be buggy and the... But TeamSpeak comes pre-installed with some Lua add-ons, which means that, hey, guess what? You can create add-ons that allow you to add more add-ons. That makes a lot of sense in my mind. I don't know if it makes sense in yours. But yeah, TeamSpeak can either go all out or not go all out. They do some things properly, but then they completely ruin the other things, like the permission keys. They've ruined that. Why couldn't they just have it so that permission key? Okay, so you need a permission key. Well, rather than auto-assigning the permission key when the server is created, why don't you just have it input by the guy at the server? I can imagine in some circumstances where that isn't possible, where the server you own is technically owned by another company. Yes, I can understand problems like that. But, well, it's your own problem, really. That's stuff that should be solved by TeamSpeak. Perhaps you could have it so the first user types in something like, oh, what is the name of the... whatever, something. It asks a question that was preset or something. There are so many things TeamSpeak could do. So TeamSpeak 3, better than TeamSpeak 2, but I don't know whether it's that good compared to anything else, because I'm not too familiar with the other ways of communicating. Viber, Tango, that's the furthest I've ever gotten other than Skype, which I rarely ever use nowadays. TeamSpeak is just so much more comfortable. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.